Yes, all right, it's that time. Starseeds, holy ones, those of you on a spiritual journey, a quest for enlightenment, for the knowledge, for the energy and the consciousness for ascension and transformation. This is your personal development. This is your chakachewa, moving into a new direction of your life, expanding that which is yourself, your identity. Yes, makoye, because our identity is much higher than most humans are aware of, and that's what we're doing here on a spiritual awakening. Is simply to bring more of that awareness, that identity into our present self here in the third dimension. So thank you for joining me. We're just getting started. Just want to make sure sound is working and everything's okay. Machiwa. Makoya. My Starseed homie brothers and sisters are already flying on in. Makos. I love you guys. I missed you. Woohoo! Yeah, baby. You got this. You got this. You're never alone. We're a team. We came in. That means we reincarnated into the human body. Our soul incarnated into this body. Yes, that's how aliens, extraterrestrials can get here. UFO too, a Stargate, wormhole, portal, but also through birthing process. The Guardians call it the soul integration process, because you're integrating, your soul is integrating into the three-dimensional body. What's up, holy ones? Much respect. We're flying on in. There's already 50 people. We got this. You got this. I'm excited. I hope you guys are. And we're just happy to be here. It's a great time to be alive. And it's an opportunity. It's the greatest opportunity in this decade, 15-year period. So take advantage of this period of your life, of the world's drama, the world's situation. Take advantage of it, because you can expect, remember what we just said, you brought yourself here through the soul integration. You knew already, you expected this excitement. And this is a live transmission, so you can read the chat, participate in the chat, leave comments. Please hit that like button, Hulk smash that like button. Let's get this rolling. Yeah? Makuya. Let's see who's all in the house on a Saturday night, no less. Wolf of Saturn. And welcome to November, by the way. Machiwa to you, Wolf. How you doing? Celine in the house. What's up, sister? A big hug. Shout out to Celine. She got one of my crystals recently, so I'm so grateful to you, sister. Thank you on more than one occasion for supporting Christos Avatar and for being a member. Much respect to you. Trail. I hope I'm saying it right. Greetings, Vatos. What's going on? Pumped up. Ancient University Divinity. Wonderful to see you, Holy One. I am him 9. Peace, family. Look at all the members, right? Chicas. We have UTD, greetings, Krista, Katara, hiya, good to see you again, Sunset Dreams, beautiful name, Annabelle, how you doing? Yeah, alive, you said it. That's right, you guys, I'm here on Tuesdays and Saturdays. It just became that way over time. I might adjust that, but right now it's 6 p.m. I mean, they're supposed to start, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. You know, think Cali time. I'm in Nevada, but that's the same time. And we're probably 2 hours or 3 hours behind some of you, right? Unless you're in another country, or that's even more. Machiwa Ninja says Helena. Welcome, sister. Much respect. Rachel, what's up? Christina, Ellis Dreams, Sunset Dreams, a lot of dreams, yes. And there's so many members here tonight because of LS Dreams. Thank you, brother. Thank you for seeing here, brothers and sisters. Starseeds from Orion, Arcturus, the Pleiades, Earth. All of us are getting our ET, mojo going. What's up? Stardust Goddess, Mark. What's up, brother? My brother, my biological brother is Mark. Thank you for being here, Mark. Jai, Ram, 111. Hello, beautiful Starseed family. Big hello. From you guys, we're talking about, a lot of you are coming from other galaxies, other planets, other timelines. That's how, we come in through Stargate. That's a temporal vortex. That means you're coming from the future to the Earth is the past for most of us starseeds. So it's very interesting how you said that. Oh, thank you. Let's do that right now so I don't forget, Fleming. Thank you, Fleming. Get that energy going right away. Cool. Let's just do this. All right. Got that spark. Gonna hit that resin. Incense resin. And there she's going. We'll start with some frankincense. Yeah. So we're going to be talking about spiritual awakening in general, and also, all the things that is important in your journey, your spiritual growth. So we're trying to make changes and improvements and be our best version. Yes, here's some resin. No sticking sense in this house. Mokoye. White copal. And when you guys get a pound, that lasts a long time. At least it should. I mean, even if you're using it regularly, like I do, almost every day. I don't just do it for my YouTube videos. I do it in my personal life too. This one is gold copal. Because there's different versions, different varieties of the tree or plant, the herb, and actually, certain herbs can be used as incense as well. So we'll put a few pieces of this on. You can already hear it sizzling on my charcoal grill, as you call it. Here is one piece of benzoin. And we'll get some amber. Because this is always an important step in your meditations, in your general connection to healing, meditation, working with spirits, or just being in a spiritual situation. Any type of situation, you're mindful. It's just a matter of being mindful and cleansing, keeping your stuff cleansed and your space protected. Thank you, Flamin. Much respect. All those coming in, all those on their spiritual journey, all those making, actually making changes, right? So we'll let that fumigate our energies here, our space, cleanse it, get it right to that choo-choo-wah frequency. Ellis Dreamers, Hugh Programmer, hey, what's going on? Vietnam, much respect, Holy One, yeah. I like to see, hear from you guys when you're from a different country. Helena, thank you guys, you're awesome. Much respect to all of you who are coming in. And this is a regular thing for all of us. A lot of you are genuine regulars. And much respect to all of you who are actually training, actually have a time in your day where you're just going inside your temple. This is a temple. We should treat it like that. We should treat yourself like that. You should love yourself. I have to say that a lot of times, you would say recently, in the past few weeks especially, I've been feeling more into an inner peace. And you literally feel this energy around you and in your body. And you just like smile and enjoy the now, enjoy the moment, enjoy this awareness. Because think about it, most of the time our mind is like, our thoughts are like rambling. Our thoughts are going places. Our thoughts are not in control. It's kind of like, think about it, when you're not aware, mindful, it's kind of like you're just on autopilot. It's kind of like you're just in subroutine, like computers do. You're like in, an automation. Think about that. When you're not aware of yourself, of what's going on in your entire life, what's going on in your space, in your relationships, what are you? You're in like a automated type of consciousness. It's when the spirit focuses. It's when the spirit has intention. When the spirit has personal objectives, has goals. Look at all the things. All those things make the consciousness focused instead of autopilot. Just oblivious autopilot. You're used to routine. You're doing this because you do it all the time. You haven't memorized or not. It's just happening because you get ready for work. You set the dinner table. You prepare your meal. You go shopping. These are not mindful unless you put mindfulness in there. That's the message. I'm just trying to say, you want to be more mindful in everything you do. Then you will find that inner peace. You will find this inner God. Because God is not outside somewhere. God is right here. And think about it. It's all about energy. It's all about consciousness. Okay? If it's all about energy and consciousness, what's out here? It's all energy and consciousness. It's a perception that there's something out here, but it's not. It's all in here. Think about this. Is the dream, when you go to sleep, you have a dream, is it somewhere out here? No, it's in here. So is reality in here. So is God. So is Christ, what the Guardians call Christos. We use the ancient terms. You can spell Christ with the CH, with the K. Many different languages. Google online. How do other languages spell Christ? Other countries, other people, other races. See, there's a pronunciation that's the same. Christ, CH or K, Christ. Okay, and it's not about something related to Christian or the cross or religion. For some people it is, but realize we're not trying to be strange or weird by spelling Christ with a K. I just mentioned that other people do in their language, in their alphabet, in the way they spell things. Have you noticed there's different spellings in Latin, in English, and other English-speaking countries? They're going to spell things differently. So don't freak out when you see spelled differently, okay? There's going to be different spellings for Christ. But there's definitely different meanings for Christ. Religion will have its definition, and we talk about God here. We talk about Jesus, just not in the same point of view as religion. And so a lot of us deal with that in our families, in our family group or circle, or our friend circle, in our personal life, in our job maybe, in our studies at school or university, college. You're going to deal with a lot of 3D people. You're going to deal with a lot of Christians. You're going to deal with a lot of atheists. You're going to deal with different people with different ideas and beliefs. And here you are, a guardian, a Lyran Starseed. And you know what that means. You know what Christ means, you know what God means, you're learning that. You know what the spiritual awakening is about, you're learning that. You're learning, you're training, you're becoming a better version of yourself. You're treating people better, speaking to people, and not just that, thinking of other people better and differently, in a loving way, in a kind way, in a blessed way. You want to be blessed, guess what? You be blessed. And it's not an act. You don't do a performance. Fake smile, fake hug, fake, sentiments. You want to be the real deal, Holy One. You want to be a living, walking example of what an enlightened being is. Because as soon as you, start serving lip service, well, you're not a walking example anymore. You're a poser. You're the false, creed. A false creed, remember, a creed is something you align yourself with. It's a type of vibration. There's one that we call the false vibration, the false creed. We got Christos, we have the ones that are against this energy, anti-Christos. Religions call it antichrist. So realize we are having a different definition. Same with hell, a different definition of heaven. Not like we're trying to come in and change things. Remember, this is more ancient than a few thousand years ago when the Bible was written, or when religions were created. Most generally speaking, that most religions were in history. You can see when they were, within the history of a country, within the history of a people, when it came around, right? So, but there's a lot of distortion. And when we talk about awakening, well, a lot of awakening is exposing within your own energies, your own subtle energy bodies, you are exposing those false creeds. Within your own self, exposing your ego, if you have any negative ego. Within yourself, you are cleaning up your shadow. You want to, that which is not serving you, you want to let go. You want to release. And it's not like easy, it's not like we're all experts. It's not like we're all, perfect. We're not. And we're in a, Earth is our world. We love Earth, but just realize something happened and there's just some distortions in Earth, in her fields. And so that is something that we're understanding as a teaching, as a science. We're reclaiming, taking back our higher consciousness. That which is existing simultaneously. So you reach out to your higher self. It's not another spirit. You're not channeling something else in someone else's agenda. Your agenda, your soul's agenda. Your soul, you are the soul. You put yourself here with a purpose, not to come here and just watch. You're not a high-level being coming to a low-level world just to watch. You're here to make change, to make a difference, to create a healing, to create an awakening, to help ascension process. You're literally in your DNA, in your thought processes. It's frequency, right? Everything that's happening with your own frequency is affecting the frequency of the planet and those around you. So be mindful, that was the beginning of this conversation, be mindful of your chikasa, what you speak, what you do. Because we got people, trying to disempower you, trying to influence what you think and do, trying to manipulate you. See, that's vibration. You feel negativity. You feel aggression. You feel when someone's vampiring you. Flick off these leeches. Transmute negative conversations. Don't allow others to abuse you, can, tell you what you should and should not do. When someone tells you what you should or shouldn't do, that's called judgment. They don't like what you're doing. They're judging you and telling you, oh, don't do that anymore. It's not good what you're doing. You should be doing this. Hello, vampire. That's a vampire. Hey, there's something different in someone you care about. You know they care about you. You have a track record with someone who cares about you. You know that they can give you positive criticism and love you and still get along with you. We're talking about the vampires who don't get along with you, who don't give a shit about you, who want you to suffer, who want you to be less than them. They want to feel, in the 3D world, a lot of people serving the negative, which we call chaos, want you to be disempowered. So they are empowered. It's kind of like, I'm a guy, so I know how some guys think. Some guys want to be with a less experienced girl or a young girl or whatever, so they can have advantage over them. We don't want advantage over other people. And it could be vice versa, I'm just saying. There's a lot of macho ego in this world. I mean, we're built on a patriarchy. Hello. All religions are. Almost all. I can't say all, but most. 99 point what? If there's thousands, literally over 4,000, at least that's what you search in Google, how many religions are in the world? That's a lot of different opinions, a lot of different ideas. Different. Why? When there's only one creator God, there's only one truth. If you're saying all these are true, then where is the real truth? If they're all different ideas, but they're all true. Understand there is false creed. Understand there is liars, there is manipulators, there is tricksters attacking our world, attacking our civilization, attacking our beliefs. Okay? Actively. There is a spiritual war. This is part of your spiritual awakening from earth to stars, your identity. This is what you awaken into. A lot of New Age systems are just love, light, and clueless, and just be blissful and be joyful. And those are good things. What I'm saying is they don't talk at all. Nothing about what's really happening in this world with the negative, what Lisa Renee calls negative alien agenda. They're just oblivious to it. When it's infiltrated on our planet and you don't address it, you're not addressing what needs to be healed. If you're not talking about, let's say your friend has a disease or a cancer. Someone you care about, someone you love. Machiwa. Cheers. So, as I said, a shift in my thoughts, and if you like sit and rest, relax with me, and feel. I want to ask you guys, do you feel your fingertips when you put your palms together? Do you feel current in your fingertips? Check. How would you know unless you mindfully checked? It's a trip because in the beginning, on my spiritual journey, I used to try to do psychic abilities or develop myself or become aware of my consciousness, all that stuff. And I thought it was just the heart pulsing. I mean, there is a heart rhythm. We're not talking about feeling that. Just being mindful, because I remember when I was a beginner, I was so confused. Is that real energy? Is that my chakra? Is that my heartbeat? Oh, you can feel your heartbeat. We're not talking about that. There's an actual feeling of the energy between, because realize, you learn from the innerchristos, these are micro chakra. Okay, and you have a palm chakra. You have feet chakra. And you can feel energy. On my feet, it's usually in the middle, on the bottom. I'll feel this wonderful feeling. It's no joke. And you don't need drugs. You don't need to get lit. But this is, it helps to boost it. But what I'm saying is, you feel it. Like right now, I haven't smoked anything, and here I am. I can feel these energies. And you don't have to have anything, honestly. And so we're just kind of like discovering this. It's not like an app from the stars or a manual for starseeds. We're figuring it out though. As a group, right? As a group, hello, we're awakening. I'm awakening, brother, sister, you're awakening. And well, this is a new path, what the Guardians call timeline, because some people are not jumping on that path, on that timeline. They're staying in the old path, the old timeline. And so we're dealing with extraterrestrials who hate us. Negative alien agendas. And there's many agendas. Not just one, not just the Anunnaki, not just the reptilians. There's lots of agendas against human race. There's a lot of beings who hate us. What we represent. What we represent, Holy Ones, the Guardians, Christos, God, the true intentions of God. Most of these vampires don't even remember God. They don't even know what the hell, they don't believe it, or they want to be God. They tell you they're your God. If there's 15 dimensions, and we're in the third one, and there's a lot of high-level beings being bullies to us. There's a lot of beings who have fallen themselves. Okay, let's say they were once in the 11th dimension and we're in the third. Well, maybe they fell to like the middle areas. And now in those middle areas, like the 4th, the 5th, and the 6th dimension, maybe 7th, 8th, and 9th even, those are the negative beings calling you your creator gods. Your Inky, your Anunnaki, your reptilians, your Marduks, your Enlils, and many others. Those are just classic examples. These are beings, Mochiwa, claiming to be your creator gods. When we know there's only one God, it doesn't have a name. God does not have a name. God does not have a boy or a girl. God is God. So when you realize that, you truly realize there's only one creator God, and he's nice. He, she, it is nice. It's it. Let's just correct ourselves and say it. God isn't it. God is nice. God is loving. God is friendly. God is joyous. So this is the true creator. There was no evil, wicked, dark, pissed off, angry God who created everything. Remember, dark beings, evil beings, negative, dark, they don't create, they destroy, and they suck you dry. Right? Do dark beings create life? No. They attack it, they strangle it, they sacrifice it, they eat it. So once again, is your creator God, pro-life? Pro-love? Yeah! Or does your God demand? So, don't be afraid. Even though there's some beings saying be afraid. Fear God. It's a law. It's a commandment. Fear God. No. Transmute that. In the world, we're transmuting it. We're bringing our love, our hearts, our minds together in this unison. What we call unity consciousness. Coming together as one. Because that's what we are anyways. It's just you as an individual. There's no individuals, but you know what I'm saying. Down here we perceive as individuals. We're all thinking we're separate. We're not. We truly are united. We're literally connected to the planet. And you say, what if I jump up and I'm off the ground for a few seconds? Whoa! I'm not on Earth. I wasn't on Earth for a few seconds. I wasn't connected to Earth. It doesn't work that way. We're not talking about that. You know how some people astral travel and they see this like silver thread? Wow, what's that? Some connection that you don't lose. You are literally connected. Now the Guardians talk about connections like a thread or something, but they talk about this Ashana, our teacher, Yasha Ashana. She talks about the biofeed interface system, which we're going to learn. You can learn. You're learning through Kathara. Let's say it again. Biofeed interface system. Bio, body, energy, consciousness, literally is connected. You'll learn something called the Kathara grid. Your personal Kathara grid is connected to Earth's Kathara grid. The Earth's Kathara grid is connected to the star system, solar systems, and then that's connected to the galaxy, and then that's a galactic Kathara, and then there's a universal Kathara and a cosmic Kathara. It's literally connected. It doesn't matter if you jump or the beings who managed to disconnect themselves from source, because the source is what's feeding all life, but they wanted to disconnect themselves from life. They literally disconnected themselves from this life, what we call life force of God. That's what Kundalini is, Maharata, Kirashe, Kundure. It is God's consciousness in a spectrum. They disconnected themselves from God's life force by chopping off, by going into their DNA, cutting off their 12th strand. You guys, gals and guys, when you take yourself and disconnect yourself from life force energy, what happens? Well, now you become a finite being. That means you are now on the path of self-destruction. We all know, at least in the teachings, you know that the phantom universe will someday implode. They're trying to keep it from imploding. They're trying to harvest energy from you, from planets and stars. They're that smart, they're that powerful. Yes, they do this. They siphoned, or they did the same, they did damage to our planet with technology. Remember, they're not using life force. They don't have life force. They use magic, they'll use technologies. They'll use stargates and wormholes and portals. Well, portals. They're not going to use stargates because you need the DNA, which means you need to be connected to the life force. Life force is consciousness of God. When you don't have life force, you're a phantom. You're reverse. You must take because you're finite. Phantom beings must vampire to survive. They're trying to prolong death, or keep it at bay. This is why you hear about the elites wanting to get this precious white gold powder energy or loose energy. They want this after you've been murdered and tortured and agonized. Now your body, your spirit develops this powerful ingredient that these elites want. I can't use all the hashtags. I don't want to put a flag on my video. You know who I'm talking about, the dark illuminated ones. So they want to harvest, the cadavers of babies, but before it's dead, of course. So once they get this, it's a science. You must have known they must have mastered torture. They have mastered dominion and control and manipulation. They just get better and better at controlling other life. They are the phantom. They are the finite beings who, they're operating from, like the worst criminals who are stuck in prison forever. They're still working their power on the outside of prison. Same with these phantom beings in the phantom universe. They're still gangsters and punks and murderers and criminals and general vampires here in our living system. They're souls or oversouls or whatever, just like we get here through other, you would say, a soul integration process. Well, they're using similar. They've even developed what you call hybrid bodies. Now, they create hybrid bodies. Now, they can take their energy consciousness and put it inside that body. So, we have a bunch of stranger things here. A lot of weird monsters, wicked beings. Now, we say wicked or dark. The Guardians, we talk about Law of One, and there's not something that's really wicked. We call it very dark or something, something that's more of a polarized expression instead of a black and white expression. So that is something we're mindful in unity when we know that even dark beings are part of Creator. So we can't just, start saying only certain people, only chosen ones, only nice ones, only, because that would mean if they're not part of God, or what are they part of then? Who created them if it wasn't the one single God? It's, see the contradictions there, the distortion. So, thank you guys for being here tonight. Yes, you said it, little alien, not unity. Anything other than unity. They don't want unity. They want separation. They want you isolated. They don't want you together. The more isolated, the more alone, the more depressed, the more diseased you are, the better. They want that. They want you, roll up your sleeve, take your shit. They want you disempowered. They want you dying or sick, diseased. I can't use all those hashtags. They want you in complete control. That's why there's control systems. That's why there's people managing managing the financial system, managing the political system, the government system. They get the offices of power and control. We would not live in it. Us Guardians and Starseeds would not live in a system of control systems. Those would all be bye-bye. In the future timeline, the blessed timeline, the pro-God timeline, the pro-human timeline, hello. See, you and me, brother, sister, we are creating that timeline. We agreed to unity, law of one, and we're creating a space for us from this timeline. We're ascending out of this timeline, while others will fall into the darker, more suffering type of experience. You're responsible. No one else is going to take you by the hand and do your meditation. You're not getting off scot-free through a global ascension, what some New Agers are teaching. All of this dark consciousness you think is going to get a free ticket, in Monopoly, a free jail card. This most despicable things, people have done some horrible, despicable things. It's not about guilt and judgment. What I'm saying is it's about energy consciousness, and we understand what is chaos and where that leads to. The Guardians call that leads to the destiny of sorrow. Another way of saying unconscious oblivion, where you forget and self-destruct yourself. So we don't want that. We want nothing to do with that. We're ready to go into these higher, evolved bodies. Yeah, I can't wait, right? To get rid of uncomfortable, diseased life in this world, or any type of, even temperature can be miserable. Even, your relationships could be miserable, or something could be not fun. You want to go to a more divine place? Who does? Write it in the comments if you want to go to a more, unity, a world of unity. Or do you like this world? Do you want to stay in this world, Because a lot of us can't wait to go. We're not going to kill ourselves and so we can get there faster. Hello. But what I'm saying is we're old souls. A lot of us are ready to go into our, what we call new bodies. It's not really new. It's our original body. But we can't wait till we can reclaim it. Get it back. Okay? Be a giant. Be ghost-like. Be in galactic civilization. Why just limit yourself to Earth life? Okay, you can take your Merkaba, you can take a UFO, you'll be going to another civilization at your leisure. Imagine when you got your Merkaba star, you can travel. It doesn't even require gas. No gasoline in a Merkaba, honey. Wow, you mean there really is unlimited energy? Yes. Not only can your body reclaim, remember we're talking about reclaiming what you already have. Okay? We want to reclaim that infinite energy. Because on Earth, we're under a major DNA distortion. All living beings, all DNA templates on planet Earth, that means all different animals, they all have their own DNA templates. All DNA templates have been distorted by distorting the electromagnetic fields of Earth. That has been distorted not by human race, by extraterrestrial race. Intentionally, of course. You gotta understand, these are the type of beings who are going from planet to planet, star system to star system, conquering and murdering, slaughtering, genocide, or enslaving, and using for resources, entertainment. As a matter of fact, a lot of aliens look at humans that way. Hey, we think we're intelligent. We think we're top of the food chain, and we're the center of the universe. Even little Zay gray aliens think you're just freaking cattle. They think you're just animals, and they can use you just like we use animals. What do we do to animals here, huh? That's the way you're being treated. Have you heard of abductions? Have you heard of being molested through your anus or your genitals, or putting things in your eye, taking things out of your uterus, putting things in your body, marking you, putting what we call tags or holographic inserts, or what people in the UFO community call implants. There's etheric implants, there's physical implants, there's implants now being transmitted through sex, so what's going on? Yeah. We are awakening to this crazy drama. Moshiwa. Yeah, you said it, Indigo, nanotech. And think about it, you can't see it. Whoa, where is it? Where is it? You can't see it. Let me ask you something. Do you have any instruments to detect nanos around your body and around your house? If they have the opportunity to create invisible weapons that you cannot see, you better believe they're going to do it. Because it's about manipulation. Okay, it's about control. It's about doing things in secret, doing things without your awareness. It's about going behind your back. That's what we're dealing with. And I understand when you guys ask, okay, if they're so powerful, then why don't they do this, or why don't they just do that? Why? Well, not for the dumb sheep, not because of them. It's not the dumb sheep. I don't mean to be disrespectful. I'm sorry, that just came out wrong. Not the people who are part of what we call Sleepers Anonymous. People who are sleeping. It's about the other aliens. who are here. The other aliens with, guardian aliens. We're not the only occupants. So why don't they take us over? Because we're not the only ones on the planet. We're not the only ones stopping them. There's other powerful forces that the Anunnaki, the reptilians, and whoever else, they have to deal with. They have to deal with the other UFOs, the good motherships, the good starseeds, hello, the good guardians, hello. There's a whole thing going on that you're not aware of. Okay, so why don't they just take over? Well, think about it. If it was only humans, yeah, they would have taken over. No problem. There would have been a pole shift already. There would have been a UFO landing. Oh, and according to the New Age, I just had this, had to say this. So many people in the New Age think there's an ascension happening in November. Hello, it's November. And a lot of people in my videos have saying there's something big happening in the ascension, in the spiritual communities. The aliens are landing, or we're going to some other world. When it's December, and all your predictions are freaking bullshit. These beings want WW3. A world war? Wow, my voice went up. A world war takes some time. The war itself takes time, and the beginning of a war starts time. It's not happening in November. Nothing is stopping. The world is not suddenly the rapture and sorry. Indigo called bullshit. At least Stavian calls bullshit. Some of you want to get lit. Go for it, you guys. Go ahead and get lit. I'm taking a break again, so. But you're welcome to enjoy yourself and get lit. And be part of the group. Thank you for being here, you guys. And I just want you guys to know, I always leave the monetization off, so there's no commercials. Okay, so it's not about that anyways, but I'm saying we don't have that, so. But yeah, you guys, this is part of our spiritual awakening. What's going on with the aliens, with the fallen angels, we call them, the guardians call them. Part of your awakening is learning that the world is in a bad place. There's a whole history that you're not being told. And because remember, we're in a planet, like Alex Jones says, a prison planet. This is like a planet, a prison. I'm not talking about from his point of view, but from a fallen angelic point of view, from an extraterrestrial point of view. A lot of people think that ETs were in Sumeria, and they left. Man, that's the farthest thing from the truth. They're still here. They've always been here. Since Atlantis, they've been here. That's where it started. That's where they started the Syrian Anunnaki, not the Nibiru Anunnaki, because there's Nibirian Anunnaki hybrids. They're not purebloods. There's only one pureblood, right? When you talk about purebloods, that means there's only one. Not versions. Different versions means you're a hybrid. Now the ones from Nibiru are not the true bloods. They're hybrids. That means they're part reptilian. They're half this and half Anunnaki, half reptilian. What's up? That's called an Anu Draco. Draco. So Enlil is a race of Anunnaki. That's a hybrid Anu Draco. Marduk is an Anu Draco. That means they're part Anunnaki, part reptilian, like I said. And so are the Enlils. And so you have a whole bunch of the Starseed community believing in this. What's his name again? The guy who came out with the 12th Planet book and Zechariah. A lot of people, a lot of people nowadays don't even remember Zechariah, but they're following his information because it's been around for a while. So a lot of New Agers are following the Zechariah Ascension, and know who backs Zechariah Ascension is the Illuminati, the dark illuminated ones. Okay, you're following a dark illuminated. Here. This is your history. Oh, this is your origins. You don't have to agree with anything I'm saying. You don't have to agree with anything Ashiana or the Guardians are teaching. You are God sovereign free. You can believe whatever you want. But something here brought you here. Something you resonate with. Something you agree with. And so that's why you're here. And so don't be dismayed if you hear something like, oh, you know, we consider Archangel Michael negative. Jehovah is negative. Oh, I don't believe in that. So I'm, you know. Realize that spiritual awakening is a process. It's not an overnight fast food, give it to me now thing. I mean, maybe you're one of those people who are a sleeping indigo, and maybe you will awaken quickly once you get it, once you start realizing, hey, I'm not just, you know, there's something more to what I've been thinking about, you know? So, and that's what a lot of us are doing. We're becoming aware of what else, you know, has been going on. And then we start making connections, all these dots in our life. Like, I can look back in my life and see all this shit that happened to me. And back then, when I was in the shit, I didn't know what was going on. Later, down the road, when you had some experience in your spiritual journey, you can now, whoa, wow. You know all the people even that were involved in your life in those time periods. And so once you become into your awakening, you start developing memory, or at least ideas of other timelines, of other past lives, even future lives. That's how DNA works. That's how consciousness works. You can connect to the future or the past, because once again, the future and the past is in your DNA. What I mean by, there is no actual time, but we use reference to time. We say words like past and future simply as a symbol, as, you know, an explanation of the past is simply a lower vibration. Slower, lower vibration. The future is a faster, you know, vibration. So it's more evolved. It's going to be how the Guardians explain it, even in Voyagers 2, which is a free PDF you can download. I know when Celine or Starman or Indigo will share that with you, or it's on our site, you guys can get it. Realize that, well, this is all part of a huge volume of information, not just Voyagers. Because Ashiana went and did many workshops for 20 years. She's still doing them. I mean, not like public, but you could say she's more private now. But you could say it's still being talked about, it's still being explained, excuse me. Because we're in a live scenario. What I'm saying is things are happening beyond what you learned in Voyagers. Because things have happened in the past 20 years since Ashiana first came out. So she keeps on with the updates, what's going on. She'll talk about the dragons. She'll talk about all the things happening in the... I mean, because she has a whole workshop. Well, there was a workshop that she talked about 9/11, for example. I mean, she's talked about a lot of things, but you can imagine in the new material, she's talking about what's going on, you know. Just keep up with those Tantria Hura videos, or she has them available on her website. But this is, you know, a lot of us are on our own journey. We have our unique circumstances and connections, and we all have something to offer you guys. We all have a unique perspective, and that maybe I didn't see or someone else doesn't see, but I see 1101. That's 3 ones. And I see a 77 people online. 77 and 11, 111. So I like that. So we're like, I don't know, to me it's like science fiction, what we're in. And I think it's just like behooves you to start making it a focus in your life, to start being a priority. I'm not saying quit your full-time job. That's not what I'm saying when I say do spirituality full-time. You still got to support yourself and your loved ones. What I'm saying is you want to, think about it. You're not working all the time. You're doing some TV watching. You're doing some video games probably. There's some social life. You have spare time. You just got to make it a focus. Like, write it in the comments if you meditated today. And don't feel bad if you didn't meditate. We're not trying to say that. What I'm saying is we're trying to be mindful in a group energy. This is a group effort. We're being a group mindfulness. A group focus. As a matter of fact, Holy Ones, why don't you meditate with me? Yeah. 9 seconds. We usually do 1 or 2 seconds. No, we're doing 9 seconds of going into inside. So just make a mudra. Relax your hands on your knees. Close your eyes. Take a few deep breaths. See, taking breaths with your eyes closed is mindfulness. Right? You're not blabbing your mouth and looking at data or watching a movie or listening to music. No. You're right here. Inside. That's mindfulness. When you put down your devices, okay, put down the remotes, stop blabbing your mouth. We come here. This is where true power is, guys. Your spiritual power. To say power is not a bad thing. Because truly, when you see, whether through meditation or some vision or you're on medicine, you will see life force energy, your psychic abilities as powerful. You can say and describe that as a powerful experience. So we can say we're powerful and not be egotistical. Because there is true power in your consciousness, what you call energy. And we're reclaiming that power. Not to use it and control others, other life forms, other worlds. To self-control our own manifestation. Because we're not, doing that like a consensus across the whole planet. Not everyone's doing that. So, thank you, little alien. Word! Oh, I didn't do it yet, sorry. Okay, here we go. 9 seconds, starting. Take a deep breath and start your 9-second meditation. Starting now. And try to put it, I'm using my phone. Put it on your phone, a timer. Meditate for not 9 seconds. That's just be mindful for a moment. Put it in your schedule. Put it in your alarm clock, your alarm settings in your phone. Get used to doing it regularly. You have to motivate yourself because we're not motivated. We don't think about those things all the time, so we have to remind ourselves. We're not perfect down here. We suck. Sometimes our memory sucks or whatever. We get distracted. Remind yourself. Make notes. Use sticky notes. Use alarms. We want to get used to regularly being in mindfulness, being in self, being within yourself. The more you do that, the more you realize this is all some hologram. It's all some something's, I'm in something. You realize you're in something when you go in. And there's a purpose in here. There's a purpose. There's a Starseed mission in here. In this moment, in this awareness. So start building what I like to call visions. Build visions in your meditation and memorize it. Memorize visions and repeat those memorized visions. I'm trying to get you to use your consciousness in a different way. Remember, our mental body is extremely valuable. You want to learn memory systems, visualization. You should have books on these in your library. Visualization books, meditation books, yoga books. Yoga is very helpful and valuable. You should have pranayama books. Prana, pranayama. That's one word, by the way. Prana. Yama is Y-A-M-A. Pranayama. You should have pranayama books. If you're not one of those people who buy books, then find the websites. My suggestion is, if you really want to learn a topic, you learn it through books. The second best would be websites. The third best would be YouTube videos or whatever videos. Because those are just quick experts or content creators talking about something they were regurgitating from somewhere else. Find from a book first. A book is 300 pages. It has pictures and diagrams. It doesn't compare to some, asshole online trying to teach you. No disrespect, sorry. You want to learn, then let's learn. You want to really learn this? Then go study Voyagers, study Cathara, study Sliders. What are you doing? Trying to have someone else do it for you, or get involved. Just get started. Don't keep waiting. What are you waiting for? You're waiting for a better opportunity? You just get in it. Just do it. Just like we just did just now. We just did a 9-second meditation. Just do it. Just get into it. That's how you grow, you guys. Your spiritual growth is only limited by your participation. When you're not participating, you're not growing. You're not active, you're not, articulate, it's not fresh in your mind. You're not, because what you want to do, what I meant about going inside and visualizing, is you're building and building and building. Because our mind sucks and we're all starting all over. You wake up, you have nothing in your vision memorized, now you're starting all over. Now you're just getting your coffee, your tea, now you're making breakfast, now you're farting and taking a shower or pooping, or now you're watching TV, you're getting ready for work. Where is mindfulness there? Where is some focus there? Where is memory? Where is your your vision? You have no vision and you're starting over every single day. Your memory sucks, you're not articulate, you're not understanding. Start changing this. You want to change. Memorize, vision, see. See a vision when you close your eyes. Because you memorized it and you know all the details. You can bring it up in an instant. When you can bring visions up that you have memorized in an instant, remember, a picture is 1,000 words. You just memorized 1,000 things in an instant by bringing up a single picture in your mind. You get used to memorizing pictures. You get used to thinking in pictures. Now, let's say you have a concept or an idea that's explained in 2 sentences or 4 sentences. Take that paragraph and put it into one single image. It tells a whole story of what you visualized, whether it's comical or serious or unbelievable. Get used to imagination. Get used to creating thoughts and ideas and pictures. Be actively using your mind in different ways that most humans do not use. So it's just ideas, just advice. And when it comes to memory systems, basically, they're going to teach you about changing things into pictures. Because that's how you memorize things, by changing it into a picture. How can you memorize the word the or some, you know, some word like spirit. Let's say if we just throw a word out there, awkward. Do you have a picture for awkward? That is something. That is what you want to memorize. You're not memorizing a sentence or a paragraph. You're memorizing the vision that you've created. Okay? Because so when you start talking to these higher evolved beings, they're not using words. Maybe some still are. What I'm saying is eventually you're not using words. You're not using a mouth. There's not languages. It's a different language. You believe in telepathy, right? It's possible. Maybe you don't have it yet, but you know it's feasible. Well, someday, you know, you'll be using your mind in a whole different way. Why not start training and practicing now? Right? You should have books on using your mind in these extraordinary ways. The mental body is very important. I cannot stress it enough. So, Mokoya. And being healthy and mindful, you know, and having a change that improves you. Like think about what you looked like yesterday or a week ago or a month ago. What were you thinking a week or a month ago? We should be becoming better and better and better, not forgetting and not going anywhere. You're just stuck and staying in this form, in this manifestation. You're not changing. You want to change. Because when you're not changing and expanding, you know you're staying still. You know you're being disconnected. You know you're being lost. You're confused. You don't remember shit. So start working on the mental body. What's up? That doesn't sound like a spiritual topic, the mind, the mental body, but it is. It's the, right here. That's the mental body. And why not learn neuro-linguistic programming? Why not learn self-hypnosis? Why not learn Qigong? Why not learn Tai Chi? Why not learn yoga? Why not expand yourself? We're not catering to 3D. We want to evolve our 4D, our 5D, our 6D. Learn about the spiritual worlds and realms. Focus and learn, digest. Well, you're used to looking at rap videos, searching popular celebrities, and I'm not saying that's bad. What I'm saying is now start looking up meditation videos. Start looking up yoga videos. Start looking up visualization videos. Start looking at memorization videos. Start looking at, you know, how to activate your third eye, how to open your heart chakra. Start making those searches. Start spending time. Spend minutes, spend hours now on your spiritual life, on your spiritual existence. Because we don't think it's just something that happens when you die. You're experiencing your spiritual reality right now. Death not required. You can connect to spirits now. You can connect to higher consciousness now. You're not waiting for later. You're not waiting for death. This is the transition. This is progressively happening now. So you want to make those changes so soon, later, you shall be manifesting this higher version of yourself. See, we have to be organized people. We can't be sloths, slacking and being half-assed. There's no time for half-assed. Make this focus, Starseed brothers and sisters. Focus on this transformation. You got this. We got this. We're not alone. You're not alone. We're doing it together. Yes, Mark said it. Emotions are the most powerful, and we underestimate that. For most of the time, people are being manipulated and controlled by their emotions. We're not, that's something that we work on. And like you said, you can realize that, imagine just this one emotion of love. What can love do? Right? Because a lot of people, think about it, a lot of people are out of control in their emotions. They're emotional wrecks. And if you are, I'm not trying to be insensitive to you. I love you, Holy One. But we're talking about this so we can heal from it. If you never talk about fallen angels or things like this, how are you supposed to overcome them? How are you supposed to transmute them? Right? And a lot of us are doing inner work of healing. A lot of things may have happened when you were a child. A lot of terrible things might have happened when you were a teenager. We have to address those, you guys. You can't just forget it. Maybe you're trying to just forget it and it'll go away. We have to heal those and look back and not to dwell in the past, but to go and correct the past. Or what I'm saying is heal the past. Heal the trauma. Heal. Thank you for those hearts. You're so kind. I love you. You're blessed. We're all blessed. We're all trying to make this difference and make these healings and make these changes. And as a team, we can ask each other for questions we may have. And sharing our truth. Sharing our code with you, brother, sister. And we're sharing each other's code. We're watching each other's back. We want each other to succeed. Okay? In the 3D world, it's about competition. It's about separation. It's about hierarchy. It's about control. It's about domination. I'm going to dominate you. I'm going to take what you got. Right? No, thank you. Transmute. That's that timeline. That's the old system. We're going into a new system. And you guys are becoming enlightened through the innerchristos. And those who are enlightened in the innerchristos, you will see constant bombardment of the new age false creeds. And with your new discernment, you will be able to see them, man. Before you couldn't. Now we have the discernment. Now we can see what the F is Archangel Michael. What is Galactic Federation? Really? You guys, you will find out that the Galactic Federation is not some 20-somethings thing. Man, they've been around since the Bible days, since the Atlantis days. Galactic Federation helped King Solomon, which is not a good character. You understand? They're not just coming into you now and trying to get you, starseeds. Okay? The Galactic Federation, Archangel Michael, these beings have been throughout time. Remember, our history has been truncated to this. Well, what the F is that? This is, let's say this is a legend. This is an index of 1,000 years. No, let's say this is a legend for 10,000. That's a 10,000 year period. Dude, all this shit happened. If this is 10,000 years, that's 100,000 years. That's 200,000 years. These things happened a long time ago. How much you up? Nikki B! Bless you, sweetheart. You're awesome. Thank you so much, Holy One. And we have a new member. Welcome, Sam the Gemini. So wonderful to see you, Archangel. And much respect to you, homies. I love to see how many blessed, friendly, loving people here. Now, maybe there's some not friendly people, not people who are cold, people who are selfish, people who are about authority, who are about, and angry gods, people who just are grumpy and aggressive and negative. Not that many people in this crew. You know, usually those are the trolls coming in, or the Bible thumpers and preachers, and you know, you'll get those every once in a while. You know, until you see the planet as a unity, law of one planet, then we're going to be dealing with that. Much respect to the new members. It says we have 12 new members tonight. Thank you guys if you're joining me from Instagram or TikTok. The thing about TikTok, there's no way for me to tell people coming online unless I make a quick video. I'll start thinking about that. Because there's 100,000 people over there on my TikTok channel. It's very close. It's like almost 99,000, so it's very close. And the Instagram, I think it's around 140 something thousand now. And so we're about 53,000 here on YouTube. About 13,000 or 14,000? No, wait. On Facebook? Something like this. Something like that. Twitter? Not really anything, because I did that just a few months ago, so there's not that many people there yet. But it's only like at 200 people or something. But the strong community is here on YouTube. Because this platform helps us have a membership area, and also have this whole Patreon thing. Some of you are coming from Patreon, so hello to you guys too. And I know you don't have the little star next to your name, but we know you're there here with us. And mostly the Patreon was set up for people who are on my Instagram and Facebook or anywhere else like TikTok, because they don't have, you know, I do my lives here, so they want to be able to come here too. They can. So anyways, I love you guys, and you're all part of this change in the world. Starman brother, what's up, Holy One? Good to see you, man. So happy to see you with us. Kelly Sloan, also a 6-month plus member. Now it could be up to a year. Well, I haven't been doing this for a year yet, but I mean the memberships. I shall prevail. Infinity and beyond, right? Programmer, programmer. I'm so happy to see you guys at different time zones, right? Jolinda Gordon, love, light, truth, kindness, peace, harmony, grace, joy, cheerfulness. You said a Holy One. And most of the things you just said are part of the 12 Attitudes of Mastery. You guys want to learn that? It's in Cathara 1, and we're going to talk about that. But it's in the teachings. And we're learning that it's not about guilt and sin. It's about aligning yourself with the original intention of God. Because there's many who are following the opposite of that. There's an opposer against God. You know, it thinks it's against God, but it's part of God, but it doesn't remember that. And now it wants to have, in its distortion, inside of its distortion, it is wanting to claim power over others. And so we're not having that. We're aware of that. We're becoming aware of that. Simone K. Much respect, Holy One. Thank you for supporting Christos Avatar. And she has a question. If Metatron is considered a negative figure, why is Metatron's cube part of sacred geometry? Actually, it's not. That's what we're talking about. Kind of like a distortion in Drunvalo Melchizedek's Flower of Life. There's distortions coming out of the New Age, and Metatron's coming out of New Age. Archangel Michael's coming out of New Age. These are fallen angels. They're not guardians. Whatever Metatron produces, what do you think? It's a distortion. It's a reversal. These beings, like Galactic Federation, like these are part of the Jehovah's Anunnaki, the New Age channeling movement. We're trying to distort the original teachings. They will take original teaching and reverse it somehow, some way, either in your technique, either in like, For example, there is a certain direction. Well, the false creeds will take it and teach you the same technique, maybe even, but reverse it. Reverse the steps, reverse the timing, reverse the direction. They're about reverse. And Metatron's cube, or whatever you want to call it, first of all, look at Metatron's cube. You're saying it's a sacred geometry, right? That's what you're saying. It's not one geometry. Did you look at it? I'm just looking at Google real quick. There's several designs. There's several shapes in this distortion. And so if you just want to, I don't even know if Ashana has anything about it. You guys could, and here's a good workflow. Let's say you can't find something in Ashana's work, you could look on Lisa Renee's website, which is called the Ascension Glossary, and she has another site too, but as a fallback, Why is this not open? Open. Open. Yeah, this is a sacred geometry. This is a sacred geometry. What is Metatron's cube? It's a bunch of shit. It was interesting in the this series, His Strange Materials. I think it's called His Strange Materials. One of the main angels, or the main angel, is Metatron, being released in 2023. There's all this freaking. As the main character is Azrael. We know Azrael, and once again, Azrael. Azrael is a fallen angel race created by another fallen angel race. Yeah, she does mention Metatron, which is part of the Jehovah's Anunnaki distortions. It is the Jehovahans who promote, this is in Voyagers too, it's not hard to check. Remember I keep saying how to do it, you guys. Control F, that means find. If you're on a phone, there's some other way to search, and search for the word Metatron in the innerchristos guardian teachings. It's a distortion of, or it's being promoted by Jehovah, Yahweh. The Jehovah's Anunnaki created Yahweh, Jehovah God stories, the false 12 tribe history in Hebrew and Christian text, and we also got the Jehovah Nephite Adam Kudman, who's promoting the Jehovah, Yahweh, Metatron, Ophanium, Enoch, Archangel Michael, and Tibetan creeds. Okay, so there wasn't a lot in Voyagers 2, but let me check the Master Templar. Metatron. And you guys don't have to agree with me or Ashana. I'm just saying, you want to worship Metatron, go for it. If you want to follow Metatron, it's heavy in the New Age. That's a red flag to me. When you see the New Age pushing Metatron, and in films, and who runs the film industry, who's talking about all these fallen angels as good spiritual things. That's something you should research, Holy One. As soon as you see this shit coming out in the New Age, at least take the time to research it yourself and resonate it with yourself. Now I'm gonna check Lisa's. site, because she has a lot of truth in alignment with the Guardian material. And we do this because we're live, so we can do it. There's something called the Metatron Collective. And the Metatron Collective, Metatron Sun, Cosmic Christos Metatron, Michael Metatron Melchizedek, Cosmic Christ Michael Metatron Melchizedek, Cosmic Christos Solar Dragon King Metatron. I'll just click on the first one, Metatron Collective. Remember, I keep trying to remind you guys, in the higher evolutions, there's no individuals. You're collectives. That's how consciousness works in the higher fields. Even in density 2, you're a collective. Metatron is not some angel individual that you can make a picture of. Metatron is a collective. And I like how Lisa says it. She calls it a collective. They fell into separation in the Milky Way that were originally from Andromeda. The destruction was a result of the Lyran Wars or the fall of Lyra. Remember, Lyran planet was destroyed. Armentana was destroyed by these freaking fallen angelics. And it had to do with the 12th Stargate. And the seed of the Antichrist conflict. Now, this is a big text. You'll have to read it on your own. But she's talking about Black Star Abaddon, which is demonic, right? Described as the destroyer, the angel of the abyss, the king of the plague of locusts, resembling horses with crowned human faces. So I just ask that you research Metatron on your own, even within the Guardian materials, because Metatron is not good. Archangel Michael, Michael. If you want to get used to this, get used to saying the L part. Pronounce the L, which represents Elohim, Anu Elohim. And that these beings are once good, but not anymore. Now, some beings are just starting off negative. But at least you could say the Anunnaki were once... No, I'm not saying the Anunnaki. The Anunnaki were always fallen. I mean, they started off fallen, they're still fallen. Same with the dragons. They were created fallen, they're still fallen. And so you can find some individuals here, maybe there, maybe there's an individual. You're going to find individual good Anunnaki, some individual good dragons, because they had free will to change. Any of these demons, even Metatron Collective, any of these beings can always change. They can always switch. So, but just remember, they're surrounded by gangsters. They're surrounded by control systems. They're in it. They're making them, manifesting them themselves. In that system, you're more successful the more of a controller you are. So if you like the dark side, you want to kill more, you want to, sacrifice more, you want to manipulate more, you want to be more of the most powerful narcissist, the most greatest psychopath. The more wicked, the better in that system, because you're taking more. That's how you get powerful in those systems. You have to be able to victimize more, vampire more. So you just look for who's the most horrible. Because the most horrible is the ones who are in power at the top of the dark systems. So you're going to find Michael, Metatron, and those high-level dark avatar levels. Machiwa. I mean, the same thing. You look at the flower of life, it looks like an innocent thing. It looks like a sacred geometry. It looks beautiful, this circle and all these little flower things. Remember, they take the Guardian's teaching and find a way to twist it. So the human spirit is fooled because you recognize some of that energy. But then the distorted part is the one that's going to freaking disempower you. And we're trying to make change, this. Like Little Red Riding Hood? You know, it's always these big bad wolves, these dark beings who always got to trick and fool you. They will find ways to trick and fool you. So, what do? They come into the spiritual communities and trick and fool you. You just think they're out here and they're obvious and you can see them a mile away. Hello. They will use your lingo. They will talk about starseeds. They will talk about Lyra. They will talk about Andromeda. They will talk about Arcturus, Alcyon, because you guys are starseeds. They're going to bring starseed lingo to you. They're going to bring starseed brother love to you, sister brother love. They're going to be looking, look at Drunvalo, man. That's a perfect example. Look at Drunvalo Melchizedek. Sorry, but when he brings the flower of life in published books, reached millions of people, how many millions is Metatron reaching? How many billions or millions is Archangel Michael reaching? How many people is Archangel Michael reaching? They come to the starseeds. They will dress it up for you starseeds to fall for it. Just keep that in mind. Keep in mind that there's a bunch of posing light workers. There's a bunch of posing light systems. They're faking it. They're faking to trick you. They set these things up so you can join them. So you can be one of the chosen ones. You're not chosen for jack shit. There is no chosen ones in light, in love, in law of one. And there's all chosen. They're all God. No. They all have their red flags. That's why you need to have discernment with Metatron, with Archangel Michael. Have discernment with Inky. Those are three major things being, pushed out in the New Age. It's like, well, how do I know what's New Age and what's not? I told you guys, one of the things you can do is check things based on law of one. That's not specifically only Christos or anything else. That's a universal aspect. Check things based on law of one. If they're speaking equality, if they're speaking, there is no. Here's another way to check. If they're not talking about Elohai, if they're not talking about Seraphai, there's another way to check. If instead of Elohai, maybe they're talking Elohim. Instead of Seraphai, maybe they're speaking Seraphim. Seraphai, Seraphim. Seraphim is a fallen Seraphai, guardian. Elohim, which is used all over the planet. People thinking Elohim is a good thing. Elohim are fallen Elohai. And we don't know this from religion. We don't know this from any New Age or science. You learn this from beings bringing you law of one. All are equal. What does Marduk do? Marduk says it's a he. First of all, there's a problem, and he is an individual, and he says they created you. Brahma says they created you. Anunnaki say they created you. Yahweh, Jehovah says they created you. Bullshit, liar, false creed, fallen angel, demon, whatever you want to call them. So have discernment. You're hearing and you can read and learn about the innerchristos, law of one. Look at what New Age is speaking and teaching you. Now you decide. What do you jive? Do you resonate with the innerchristos law of one? Or do you like Archangel Michael and Galactic Federation and Metatron and hierarchy and chosen ones and all this shit? You decide. You are God, sovereign, free. GSF. God, sovereign, free. GSF. To choose what your truth is. Okay? So, as law of one, we don't, condone what the others do. But we don't hate them either. And it's not like we're hanging out with you, though. You see? So, let people worship and follow these beings if they want to. It's not about letting. What I'm saying is, hey, don't be upset. Don't think you got to save them. Don't think you got to change their mind. That's the incorrect thinking. It's law of one. When you're trying to correct someone, that's not law of one. That's not unity. That's judgment. Okay? So, hierarchy is saying there's people who are better and people who are worse. Bullshit. The universal law of one, there is no worse or better. It's all equality. Everyone is on the same equality level, the same value. Okay? So this is how you check, you guys. Use the law of one. Use unity, the concept of unity. Are these people, okay, maybe they say the word unity. Look at their teachings still. Still look at their teachings, man. I know it sounds weird to say most religions are distorted in most New Age, but that's the message of the inner Christ. That's the message that the Guardians are bringing us. And it's broken down in Voyagers 1 and Voyagers 2, which was printed 22 years ago. That's a 22-year-old document. So, you see, I don't have to smoke to teach. You guys don't have to smoke. I'm just streaming raw. Now, I'm only taking a break again because I want to clean up my body more. And so, one of those things of cleaning up my body is not smoking because it creates these issues in my lymphatic system. I don't know why. I still don't know why that's happening. Except I suspect they could be putting something in dispensary weed. So, because there's nothing, because it only happens when I take it. I wonder. It didn't happen before. It never happened before until 2023. That's when it started happening to me. We got COVID in the air. We got freaking all kinds of nano in the air. We got what the F in the air. Of course, I picked up something from my nieces who go to school who were almost every other week they were sick. How many of you can say the same thing? Your kids are sick a lot, or bringing home something and making everyone sick. 2023. Whoa, what's going on? Yeah. Remember, in February, I was telling you things are accelerating. Here we are in October. What has happened since the beginning of the year, right? So we see these things manifesting in our world. Okay, remember, where do manifestations come from? Somebody is manifesting this calamities or darkness or World War III or wars or in general. Somebody, it's in there. If it's being manifested, someone is thinking and creating it. This is why people in the New Age teaching a global ascension don't have discernment. They literally, what? They don't see this. They think everyone's going to have grace and a free free card like a Monopoly. You think you're just getting some ascension expansion. This is the pitfalls. These are the landmines out there in the spiritual communities that we call New Age. So have discernment, you guys, and check things by law of one, including Metatron's cube. Thank you. Good question. Sylvia Cole, they spray us like bugs. You said it. And it's like thank you, Mark. Yeah, I know that. Instinctively, I know that. I just a lot of times it was when I was going to bed, but I discovered I can sleep without it. I just have to keep myself busy and active until I'm sleepy, and I don't need anything to help me go to sleep. So mostly for me, it was about usually sometimes when I want to go on a meditation, I want a more vivid third eye vision, and with cannabis, I can have a more vivid third eye vision. So certain things I will do it. Like if I cannot sleep and it's freaking 6 o'clock in the morning and I still can't sleep, okay. Oh wow! I fall asleep within 60 seconds. It's very effective. It's very helpful. But there is, of course, being sober is always better. If we can get to that natural, raw level, and that's what we want to do. So I'm not saying I'm quitting forever again. I'm not going to probably ever say that. That's ridiculous. Why say never? I'm never going to do that again. Because there's a place for it. I just got to find a source that's not inside the dispensary. Because I think it's coming from the dispensaries. I've done the flower, I've done the freaking gummies, I've done the pills, and there's drinks. They all do the same thing to me. So, we have to be mindful and make changes accordingly. And be able to. Like, I was so worried, not worried, but you know what I'm saying? I'm like tripping, I'm strategizing. I'm thinking, how am I going to fall asleep now? How am I going to fall asleep now? Well, I fell asleep. No problem. Well, I'm not going to say not a problem, but moderation, you said it, Helena. Well, that's an understatement. Do I astral project? Most people activating that comes not from here, you guys. That's coming from here. Remember, that's not the only psychic chakra, man. Everything after the third chakra, everything after is psychic. Not just this. So astral projection, yes, I have, comes out of here. I've been out of my body. I've done lucid dreaming. Supernatural things, like I've seen UFOs. I know I've been in a UFO. I just don't remember it, but I remember being returned to my body. So I've been out of my body, and man, there's things that go way beyond that. Like I felt myself actually in another world. I felt everything like normal. I've been in these places that don't have. It's not a planet. It's not there's no sky. There's no earth to stand on. You don't have legs. You're just consciousness, pure consciousness. So yeah, I've astral traveled. Danny, it's okay. Don't be stressed out. Just realize we all start with it not being able to control it, completely. It just takes training. Just like, for guys, going and doing bench work, doing bicep work, tricep work, shoulder work, it takes time. So keep on doing your whatever, you can actually practice Did you guys know you could practice and train astral traveling? You can practice and train out of body. You can practice and train opening your third eye, seeing spirits, communicating to your inner Christos. We don't talk about channeling, we talk about going inside the inner Christos and connecting to yourselves, not someone other selves, not some freaking Anunnaki or reptilian or someone's spirit guide, your inner Christ. Okay? The guardians and the ascended indigo master adepts, we don't channel. We want to go and connect and bring through ourself. So sometimes you hear me do light language, that is myself. And even not on medicine, I can speak light language. You know, it's just part of my consciousness here. That's what we do. We bring in more consciousness, and then you can, you know, you would say, experience things like astral travel. I mean, you're not going to do it without that. Because you come here into the 3D, and you have to awaken the 4th and 5th and 6th. 4, 5, 6. And now you're experiencing psychic abilities, extra sensory perceptions. So it's something you train. All humans have this, you guys. Because you'll get some high and mighty spiritual people saying, I'm better than you. You know, all humans have 12-strand potential. Just realize that. What was I ever scared at first, Davian? Malad, thank you for being a member. Thank you for the question. Yeah, there's been times that I was like attacked. I've been attacked before. I'm not just talking about succubuses either. You know, that's one thing. Now, some people don't even think that's a big deal. But maybe if you saw the succubus, you would think it's a big deal. It's a big deal, you guys. When you got some being on you, it's not sleep paralysis. What the F are you talking about? It's a freaking extraterrestrial being that's scary looking. And yeah, I've been scared because I've seen those beings. Like it's a shock. Suddenly you just see a scary freaking, and not only is it scary looking, you feel it. You're psychic, it's psychic, you're gonna feel it. So I felt, a lot of us, I remember even as a kid, as a teenager, I remember seeing a being come into my field and it didn't say a word, but you start feeling this sensation of evil with no words. And I see it way over there, but how did it do that? See? Now empaths are doing that without thinking. So I know I'm part empathic sometimes when you're really focused in your life in the spiritual, part of yourself. When you're just in 3D, you're not, you're not really doing much. But when you're focused and shift your energies towards the spiritual world, and then you start having experiences from that. So that's why. So I didn't want to become scared anymore, right? That's where you start learning. I went through a whole series in my life of learning about cleansing and protecting. And then it didn't happen as much. You know this frankincense? Which I'll put some more on. This is putrefying to them. Oh. This is putrefying. You want to smudge yourself. Why do you smudge yourself? Because you're using something that's known. Other people who are psychic and experiencing these things, it's known that these energies, like sage or whatever, actually they can't stand it. They don't like it. They don't enjoy it. So when you light workers learn how to throw up shields, learn how to, you become knowledgeable about this stuff. And you guys hear each other in chat. A lot of you are knowledgeable. We've had experiences. And I mean, I could say Yeah, I've had some dark shit happen before. And that was in the middle of a divine experience. I was in the middle of a divine experience, and then some darkness came into the experience. And, well, I don't want to scare any of you. Just know that there's some pretty powerful beings out there. And all this bullshit of, well, anyways, you want to get into a space where you can feel safe and not scared. And eventually it's a thing you work on. Okay? That's why a starseeds, one of your strengths is using prayers, using protection shields, using stuff like this. You become good at it. I mean, it becomes like a part of your lifestyle. You start to, like for me, I became interested in spirits. I started looking at spirit orbs all the time. I got some excellent footage of spirit orbs. I've never seen anything better. I mean, there's one video I have here on my YouTube channel of, if not thousands, at least hundreds of orbs coming out of my floor. Look at just put spirit orbs in my search on my channel. You can see this video, man. Thousands or hundreds, whatever you want to call it, coming out of my floor. You know how some people's videos you can't tell if it's people are saying it's dust particles? This video you tell, they're round orbs. and it's not condensation. It's a regular carpet. Now, I used to have one of those wall hangings that had the flower of death on it. I didn't know it. I wasn't aware of Metatron's cube then. And it's in one of my orb videos, and people are saying shit about it. Man, back then I didn't know. I didn't know that. So why are you giving me a problem with it? Are you saying all my knowledge or all this information is bullshit because of that? So we become aware of these things. I became aware later. I didn't know about the Metatron's cube myself, and it looked cool to me. So, anyways, if you see that in that orb video, I just explained it. So I don't own it now. Now I have that one I used to put behind my chair. That was the only one. I had to get rid of most of them. And plus that, a lot of my shirts. Like I was one of those guys into affliction shirts. So I had a whole wardrobe of affliction clothing. And just the word alone, affliction. And you see how it's written like horror typeface. And most of those shirts had skulls and weird symbols. You guys know that's all energy. Colors are energy. Words are energy. Languages are energy. So when you do a ritual and you're using symbology and you're using certain colors, like a red candle. Why do I have a red candle? Because red or black, yes, black candles or red candles, are good for spiritual protection. What color is your root chakra? Red. Okay, so we have a red candle for a reason. And so I have incense for a reason. Okay, you're going to do smudging for a reason. You're going to be mindful of you can do floor washes. You know what a floor wash is? Or how about a spiritual bath? Do you know what that is? You can use different things inside your house besides incense and herbs. You can use crystals. Did you think of that? Hello, you can wear crystals. You learn how to protect yourself so you don't have fear. And because we're light, so you can guarantee you're going to get attacked. But the question is, can you protect yourself? Maybe you're just a peaceful, mild-mannered healer or something, and you don't know what to do about some aggressive, pissed-off spirit or whatever. Man, there's no room for that ignorance. We have to be knowledgeable. You have to ask the questions, you have to do the research, you have to learn the practices, and it's something we deal with. That's why at the beginning I said about spiritual awakening, you're going to realize we're in a spiritual war. So it comes with it. Spiritual protection comes with this awakening. You're awakening Starseed, you're using protection right now. You've either done some type of mental protection, energy construct, shield, official one from the guardian materials. That would be called the Mahart shield, or the plasma body. You have all kinds of bodies, the Christos body. You have different techniques you can use and learn and practice and make part of your lifestyle. An everyday thing, not a Sunday thing, not an Easter or Christmas thing. It's an everyday thing. It's a spiritual war. It hasn't gone away. Whether you're good or not, it's here. It's affecting you, your loved ones, and the world. It's affecting freedom and opportunities. The principalities of darkness are here, and they're ruling. They're the ones in power. Is there white hats in power too? Yes. They have their battle. All this QAnon or Trump or the white hats or whatever. That was a bunch of wrong red flags or hashtags, sorry. Whether you believe in those things or not, there's another whole bunch of activities that's not on TV. They can't come out and say it on TV. It's a war behind the scenes. Just like Hawaii, another hashtag. Just like Hawaii, you don't know what the F happened. There's things happening. Okay, there's the Sleepers Anonymous. Most billions of people are part of the Sleepers Anonymous. They're not aware. They don't believe. They call it a conspiracy theory. It's just conspiracy. You're crazy. You guys, they're sleepers. Don't hold it against them. Did you guys get knocked off or something? Was there an... You said it, Ellis Streamers. We're strong as AF, baby. Yeah. The Most High God, you could call it the all-encompassing God. You could use words like at-one-ment. Religion uses the same spelling of at-one-ment, but they call it atonement. Interesting, huh? It's spelled the same way. At-one-ment, atonement. So, we're finding our power, and it's a good thing. We're finding our consciousness. We're finding our DNA templates, and we're working on it. What's up? What's up, man? What's going on? Yeah. Take it easy, Indigo Jamie. We'll probably be finishing up, guys, in about 10 minutes. Stephen Vargas, Sam the Gemini. Wow, look at those cool emojis. Yeah, baby. Yeah. Kelly Sloan. All right, superstars, super smileys. Yeah. And that's true, Tracy. We are the holy ones. We're speaking it, the light, the true light, not the false light, not the religion light. Come on, that's not light. We're speaking it and representing unity, law of one. And so we're representing God, the true God. What I'm saying is, it's better to say creator, the true creator, not these fake creator gods, not the fake creators saying I created you. The one and truly one who is got a message of love, unconditional love. The message is no judgment. You have to actually add that as a characteristic, because most spiritual systems are judgmental. So we're the ones, coming with this teachings which aren't new. They're actually, it was ancient. A long time ago, when there was true sacred teachings. There was truth. There was the Word of God. That's not. Nowadays, it's not being, it's some distortion of the Word of God. Being called the Word of God, right? So, I don't know if it's because of the connection or what, you guys, but are you guys getting lag? Kimber, thank you for the feedback. Happy to have you here. Crystal River Host Mission. I love hearing the terminology. I shall prevail. I am at one. You said it. Sylvia Cole got 1133. Thank you for sharing that with the group. Stellar Bridge in the house. Oh, really? I gotta look into it because I have monetization off. Did you guys get advertisements? Were you guys still getting advertisements? Because I turned those off. It's off. 333. Little Alien didn't get any. So maybe you mean the connection was okay. Thanks for the clarification, Little Alien. No ads. Okay, thank you. Good. Just want to make sure because someone said they got kicked off 5 times. So I just know that there's something wrong with my internet, and I think maybe in 2 weeks because I have to order certain things. Wait. I got a dish, a special cellular antenna that will reach miles away, and that means I'm going to have a SIM card. I have a special router, and I put that SIM card and connect to the antenna, and then I can reach miles away. Now I had to order different things, so it's going to take a few weeks. But after that, I hope to have perfect internet, because this is not perfect internet. I mean, come on, I'm getting like 10 megabytes on a good day. Well, 20 on a good day, but a really good day, but it usually between a few megabytes and 10. I'm like, damn, I want to fix that, so I thought of a way, but it's just going to take a little bit of time. And I thank you guys for being here. A booster? Yeah, I don't know about that. I found the better way. There's actually a better way. Most people don't even know about it because I was homeless. I learned about it, and where you're not using a cell phone, which has got this. It finds reception omni. No, you want an antenna that points, and then it's 30 feet above on your roof or something, and the cable's coming down and goes into a router, and now you have 5G. Now you have 5 bars, or whatever it is, 5 bars of something, 4G or 5G. Okay, I'm in miles away from a reception. My cell phone only has 1 bar, so the booster doesn't do jack shit. Maybe a little bit. When you start to research the stuff, which is going to take a while, and to actually find the information, you get this badass, sick ass router, which is a cellular router. Have you ever heard of a cellular router? Connecting to a cellular antenna, and then now you can connect 10 miles away and pull in a 5-bar connection. So thank you guys for being here tonight. I guess I'll finish it up. I said 10 minutes, but thank you guys for being here with me, and we'll try to get a better connection next time on Tuesday. So but thanks for hanging out with me on your Saturday. You guys are awesome. You guys, if you didn't know it, we have a members only Discord chat. That means if you join YouTube or my Patreon, that means you have access to speak to the rest of us. That's very helpful in your spiritual journey. So for $5 minimum, you guys, whatever you feel called to, $10, $50, excuse me, it's helping the community, and we come together and share free materials, free links, free information. It's not about keeping the information or not sharing it. We want to ascend together as a group. John, thank you, Holy One. Much respect. Hey guys, I hope all is well. I'm going what feels like a dark night of the soul. Lover as I don't know about the dark night of the soul, you guys. I'm not familiar with that. But I've heard that on New Age talk. So I don't know what you mean by it, but I've heard like other people talk about dark night of the soul. Dark night. You're having a dark night. The soul. Okay, dark night of your soul. So your soul's going through a dark period. Okay, so what's wrong with this picture? First of all, your soul is in density 2. We're not souls down here. We're souls inside the body, you could say, but you're having a dark night. Why would you want to have a dark night? I'll have to research that and get back to you, sorry. I love you guys. Peace to you, and I hope you have lucid dreams. No succubuses. Why don't you sage your bed and your pillows and your room, and put crystals around your head when you're sleeping. Then you'll astral project. Use an amethyst on your forehead. Tape it to your forehead. No. So it doesn't fall off. Of course, when you roll over, you're going to be, oh, man. I'm just joking about the tape, okay? I wish you guys the best, and I love you so much. I get so much energy with you guys being together with you, the shield energy. You guys feel it when you're chatting and talking with each other, right? You feel this awesome energy. And we want to be around that often. That's why a lot of us are regulars, so we get that regular dose. Maybe our normal circle of friends and family doesn't do it, right? So we find other like-minded people, and we try in the New Age to be friends with people, but there's always something off with those type of spiritual people. You're usually still going to find traces, not just traces, an abundance of ego. Those people, I'm better than you. And even if they don't say it, they treat you like it, right? So that's why I love you guys. We treat each other blessed. We empower each other with warm embraces. And look at those hearts. Somebody's been doing that all night. Isn't your finger tired of sending me hearts? Bless you guys. Hugs. Come. Thank you. And you guys, please check out my website. And it ended? Yeah, the connection's slow. Peace to you. Namaste. What's up? Yeah. Blessings. Namaste, holy ones. Good night, sweetheart. Whoa, it got knocked off. It's all good. Namaste.